This conference will now be recorded.
Hi guys, good evening. This is Suresh here.
Good evening.
Good evening, Suresh.
Yeah. Good evening, guys. Good evening, one and all.
Suresh.
Yeah. So, guys, in our session today, we are going to start looking towards the org structure setup, the way how we can set up the organization structure in any company through the success factors employee central module, using all these foundation objects like legal entities, business units, divisions, departments, all that. So, how should we configure that structure is what we are now going to look towards. So, before that, is anyone having any questions from the previous topics? Okay, fine then. So let's get into the agenda. So this is the structure, guys, where we are required to set up. So starting from the legal entity, followed by the business divisions and departments. So this is a four-layered structure is what we'll be establishing. So the way is matching this. So taking the example of Reliance as an organization, we saw it in the previous sessions. So it's Reliance as a legal entity. Their different lines of business have their business units. Under business units, the divisions, and finally under the division, the departments. So this is how the hierarchical structure is to be set up. So that tomorrow when you're hiring an employee, against which company you are hiring, company in which line of business you are hiring them, under that line of business, under which division you are hiring, all that has to be maintained. So in the couple of days back when we saw the employee hiring action, these are all the fields what we saw in the job information level. In the employee job information, we have a category of fields called org information, in which all this has to be set up. I'll even show you that on the employee record level on the front end. So here in the employee profile level, under employment information section as employment, we'll have a portlet which is org information part. So here you have the org information details like the employee, in which company he is, in which business unit, division, department, location. All this data will be set up. So end of the day, I'm again repeating, all these are part of the job information, the position information part, org information part, and even the job information, actual job information portlet part. All these are actually part of the job information portlet itself. In the manage business configuration, when we see all these three fields under job info, under org info, position info, what all fields you see, and even going down the line, under this, you will also have some time information fields. This time information fields all will come under one single portlet. On the front end, they will be divided into these multiple parts, UI perspective. But when you see in the succession data model XML or in the business configuration screen, so here in this manage business configuration, second guys, seems to be some issue. Just a moment. What's this? Give me a moment, guys. Let me log out and log in back. Yeah, some issue with the login previous time. So now here in the business configuration, if we see this job information as a HRIS portlet on the left hand side. So once I select this head job info on the left hand side, on the right hand side, we know that all the fields of that portlets will appear. The way how currently the comp info is selected and the comp info port fields are all appearing for this portlet. Similarly, when I select job info on the left hand side, now here on the right hand side, the job info title and its set of fields will appear on the front end. So all that fields what are part of different section, org information, job information, position information, all that, when it comes to the portlet level, they are all under one set. You see this position related fields, and going down this company, business unit, division, department, these are the org fields, and for the supervisor job classification, these are all the job information fields. They are all given here under the section. Under which section on the front end they should appear? Position section. Here these are org information section, and if you scroll down, these are the fields under job information section. Like this, we have around 5 sections in which the fields of all this job information portlet are spread across 5 different sections on the front end. Job information, org information, position information, time information, all this. EEO information fields are specific for only USA country specific. There will be a separate section that comes up. So that way, all the fields are spread across these 5 sections in the configuration, whereas on the front end on the employee profile level, they will appear in the form of different portlets. So here they are given under one single portlet. So tomorrow, if you are required to make any changes on any of those things, here in one single portlet, you make the changes. End of the day, front end UI representation level, they are spread across. So that's why job information portlet is the huge, is the largest portlet we consider, which will have around up to 50 to 70 fields per customer. 50 to 70 fields. Okay, so here that is under employment information, org information, position, org, this job information set, within job information, the time information block, all these things. Okay, so this is how it basically represents. So while you are hiring an employee, to maintain all these details, you are required to first establish the company structure. So in that process of establishing this complete structure is where we make use of this concept of associations, guys. So in the EC implementation sequence of steps that we have discussed, so associations as a topic is what we will basically make use of to set up this org structure. Okay, in that regard, to start looking at, say, example, whenever you are hiring an employee, based on the data selected in one field, the data in the other field system can actually filter it. That is, say, example, now here we have legal entity business unit. I can, once I selected some company under that one business unit, now divisions level, under this business unit, what are the 3 divisions there are there? Among that only I have to hire him. The other divisions which are under the other business unit, I should not hire them. Like example, so in the Reliance as a case, if I am selecting the employee's business unit as communications, his division level, he should be either part of 2G business, 3G or 4G business, but not petroleum related divisions. You say business unit as communications, but when it comes to division, if you assign something under petroleum related, that doesn't make any sense. So that means there are 6 divisions in the company. End of the day, once you selected communications as a business unit, there are only 3 applicable divisions for that employee. Similarly, departments, there are 6 departments, but once you select the division as 3G, with 3G as a division, only 3 departments, sales, marketing and branding, are connected. The other 3 departments are not connected to this division, then only that 3 departments should come in the drop down while you are hiring the employee. That is where system will structurally give the relevant values only. Based on the parent selected, child level system will automatically bring the respective values what are applicable there. So there are 100 divisions, 100 departments in the system. For the parent business unit selected, what are the respective divisions that will be applicable? For the parent division selected, what are the respective departments applicable? System will only give us that fields on the screen. Okay, that is where even I want to show you that. So now if I'm going to make some changes on this existing employee record, 1 second, job information. So this is a path where we follow whenever we are performing some employee promotions, transfers and all, guys. So the last session we saw employee hiring. On the hired employee, if you are required to perform these promotions, transfers, anything, we come through this path. Of course, in detail, we'll discuss in the further sessions. Now, if you see under corporate as a business unit, system is showing me some divisions. Okay, like around how many there are, around 7 or 8 divisions it is showing. Now, if I select some other business unit, say if I choose business unit as retail, now in the divisions list, system will change the values. So retail related, some other 6 values are coming. It's totally independent. It's totally dependent on the parent. Now, if I completely deselect business unit, so division level system will say no data until you select my parent. System cannot display the relevant child values. So based on the business unit that you select, what are the applicable divisions to be coming up, then only system can decide. So until you select business unit, division will not come. Similarly, until you select division, departments will not come. It comes as no data, like that. Now, if I select something, say example, retail, under this I select one of the division, say retail central. Now under that, departments will give you the list relevant to that central retail division. What will be the department that should come? Okay, I think there are nothing mapped under this. Let me select something else. Nothing mapped here, guys. Let me go for the corporate services itself. Data is also required to be maintained for that, matching to that. So now under this corporate services, till now department system showed as no, but now system shows you the data. Under matching this division, there are some departments. Under this division, there are some departments. Under 2G division, there are no departments. That is the way system will be functioning based on the hierarchical structure that you establish. So each and every layer has to be connected. Legal entity with business unit with division, division with department. These layers are to be connected. So that relationship brings up the organizational structure. Okay. So for that to happen, as we see in our foundation objects level, guys, these first set of foundation objects org structure related. So legal entity, business unit, division, department, all these objects are standard success factors pre-delivered. Okay, they are all present there because these are all MDF based. These are all MDF based. So you need not even upload any XML into the success factor system. You already have them into the system. Whenever you activated the employee central module in the provisioning, automatically legal entities, business units, divisions, departments, all these objects are available. That is, where are they available is on the front end in the object definition screen. We have a place called object definition where we saw that all the MDF objects can be found here. So here in this, you will find all these blue colored objects already defined. For the orange colored items, which are locations, pay ranges, pay grades and all, you are required to upload the corporate data model XML. But these, all the blue colored things are already in the success factor system. As soon as you activate the employee central module, all these things will be present in the system. So here under configure object definition, if we see the department as an object, so department object related, what all fields should be there, the definition is there. This object is department as an object, it is already present. You need not do any specific uploads or configurations for this. By default, a department object is there. Similarly, legal entity as an object, business unit as an object. 1 second, please. Business unit as an object, division as an object, every object will be present here. So all that org structure layered objects which are MDF based, they are already available here. And if you want to create the data for them, so you go for screen called as manage data. So MDF based objects, data creation happens in manage data, definitions happen in the configure object definition. So here the object is defined, department as an object with all these screen fields, it is present here. Where if you want to create some data, you go for manage data. So here we have manage data as an action, where in the previous sessions also we discussed. So existing departments to be seen or new departments to be created, new divisions, new business units, any of those MDF foundation objects, these blue colored things, if you want to see in the system, this is a place where you work on it. So on the left hand side, you have the existing list. So here you have the list of departments. These are all the various departments that are created. All these screen fields are basically coming from object definition. In this object definition, you already have them. Okay. Now, if I show you business unit, guys, first, if I open the business unit, so any business unit you take, retail as a business unit. So retail, products, corporate services, like this, there are some business units, around 6 to 7 business units in this system. Retail, services, sales, products, all this. So for everything, the start date of the business unit code, name, description, who is the head of the unit, some fields are there. Okay, like this, it's independent now. So if there are 10 business units or 5 business units, whatever number, one by one, here on the right hand side of the screen, I go for business unit creation, create new business unit, and I'll fill all these screen fields. So one by one, either 10 or 15 or 20, whatever, I can create all that business units. Now creating all these values here, end of the day on the employee record level. So here, all that comes up as a drop downs. All that list of business units are coming as a drop down in the employee record level. That is fine. Okay, it is independent. So initially when you come to the customer system, this is how the business unit creation screen looks like. Blanks, only the business unit related fields. Similar way, even when you are creating divisions, departments, anything also, they will be initially independent. That is, so if I show you the creation or division creation screen, go for division. Now only these fields will appear. Now in the division level in the system, already it is asking you the parent business unit. Whenever you are creating a division, system is asking you the parent business unit. Because whenever, as per the structure, whenever there is a division being created, it should be under some of the parent as a business unit. So here it is asking parent business unit. But this is because now it is already configured. But in a standard customer system, the way how business unit is appearing, without any parent, it is not asking for any legal entity as a parent. It's blank. This is how independently it will function initially. Initially, legal entities, business units, divisions, departments, all these are independent objects. There is no link between these layers established. They will be all independent. In managed data, you create 10 business units, 10 departments, 20 divisions, whatever. They are all independent drop-down values. There is no connection between them. So when we use this configuration process of association between the layers, then the system will start bringing this association relationship, where whenever I am creating one object, it will ask me my parent. That is, when I am creating division, it is asking me under which business unit you want this newly created division to be placed. So I create one division, under which of the existing business units you want me to place. Similarly, when I create a department, say, I'll also open the department creation screen. So here, if I want to create a new department, create new department, on the department screen, its parent division is being asked. So when I'm creating a division, business unit is required, the parent business unit. When I'm creating a department, the parent division is required, like this. So it's for every layer, the parent layer is what system is trying to patch up, so that will end of the day create this hierarchical structure. Okay, so business unit level, there is no association with the legal entity in this demo system. So in this demo system, SF has given it independent. Legal entity and business unit, they have given independent. So if in the customer system, we can also link that relationship. So here in this system, they did not give any parent. Under any legal entity, all the business units can come. That is what they say. So in the employee record level, finally, in the employee record level, finally, it says that whatever company you select, irrespective of that, the list of business units, what will come is a standard list of 6 values. So we don't have any linking saying that if it is India business, 2 business units should come. If it's US business, 3 business units should come. There is no relationship in this system. But in real time, you can expect that relationship also between legal entity and business unit. So that India business will do all the 6. US business might do only 2 things. They are into products and retail only. They don't do sales and services. So like that, lines of business, if you want to differ country specific also, we can do it. In this demo system, they have not given it. They have given it independent. All the countries do all the 6 lines of business is what they say. So that's why there is no relationship between business unit and division separately given. Okay, But in real time, in the business unit level also, I can link it with its parent as a legal entity here. Legal entity field can come. So like that, every layer can be connected with one of its above layer, the parent layer, that will automatically create that hierarchical structure, and the org structure can be set up. Okay, so for that process, guys, so business unit level, these are the standard fields. Similarly, division level, these are the fields. Department fields, all these fields, where are they coming from? Is the configure object definition. Here in the configure object definition level, so for every object, what field should appear on the front end? Under the field section, the fields are defined. So those fields, as I already told you last time, those fields which are starting with the keyword as MDF system, they don't appear on the front end. All these MDF system fields doesn't appear. The start date of the department, the code of the department, name, description, status, head of the department, like this. The other fields which are non-MDF only will appear on the front end. The MDF based system fields will not appear on the front end. They are just for some technical prerequisite fields that will be present in any MDF objects. Okay, so the other fields are all appearing here on the department page here when you are creating a department. That is fine. But how is this association? System is asking the parent of this department as division, and similarly for a division it is asking the business unit as a parent. How is that established? Is in the same place where we actually have these definitions. So for the department screen, what all fields should come on the screen, all that fields are defined. Along with that, if you scroll down, you also have an area called associations. Using association section, we can establish a link between the current layer and its parent layer. Okay, so if we start taking the example of division here. So whenever I create a division, along with the division fields, the parent business unit field is also coming on the screen. How is that coming? Is if I go for the object definition of division, that is the child layer, division level, the place where I create the division. So on the division screen, what all fields are there? It is coming from this place, all these fields under this, and then at the bottom you have an association place where it is associated with business unit. So association is an entry that you are required to maintain like this. Association configuration is like this, where you are required to give some name to this association. So whenever you are trying to connect one layer with its parent layer, so that is where you are required to give the name for that association. It's a free text field, guys, actually. So this is a system which is already pre-configured with such association. So that's why it's already there. So here you are required to give the name of this association. So division to business unit is the name of the association they have given. To business unit. In the division object level, to the parent called to business unit is the name that standard they have given. And for every name, automatically cust underscore is what system will automatically given. So cust underscore is any custom association. This will be not present by default in the system. When you go to the customer system, this is not a by default linking between the layers. You are connecting them. So it's a custom thing. So cust underscore is something system will automatically concatenate as a prefix. Okay. And then here you have the multiplicity. That is, one division can have how many parents? So 1 to 1 or 1 to many. That is, here if you see, this division is having, these two divisions are having only one parent. 2G also is only with one business unit. 3G is also with the same business unit. But this Geo is under two things: communications and even petroleum products. Of course, it's not realistic. Geo has nothing to do with petroleum products, but it is to show you that one division can be part of two different business units also. Say as example, department specific. Here if I create a department called sales or finance department. Say finance department is not something they work with only 2G business or 3G business or 4G business. They can work with multiple businesses. With multiple departments, the finance department will have their relationship. So that kind of where one child layer can have its relationship with multiple parents. The way marketing is part of both 3G business and Geo business, and Geo is a division that is given with both communication petroleum products. So you can have multiple parents also. So that is how where we have one to many as a relationship they will give. It's a 1 to 1 or 1 to many, two relationships. So if anything is standard success factors pre-delivered, guys, if there is any association that is standard success factors pre-delivered as 1 to many, that is fine. Sorry, 1 to 1, it is fine. But if we are creating anything, any association, the only option that we have to use is one-to-many. Any custom association that a consultant is configuring, it's a prerequisite that we are required to follow one-to-many only. One-to-one should not be used at all. If it is anything standard SuccessFactors pre-delivered as one-to-one, that is fine, but we cannot create anything else one-to-one. One-to-many is only what we are required to use. That's a standard prerequisite that SF says to follow. Okay, so one-to-many has been
Is
as
there
the
a particular reason for that?
that's a technical prerequisite, no particular reason. That's SF mentions it in the guide. We have to follow that. Okay. And then the destination object. So now this division with what you are trying to connect. This is a division object. I'm again reminding, we are currently on the division object screen, division object related definition. So we are connecting it. It's with its parent called business unit. So division here, division is connected with business unit as a destination object. As per the structure in the PPT also, that is what division is connected to the business unit. I'll show you the structure. Division is connected with the business unit. So on the division screen, I'm assigning business unit as a parent, and the type of association we see, the fourth parameter, where we have three types under this. But among that, composite and valid when are the only two things that we use, guys. The last one is never used. Leave about it. That will be obsolete soon. So only composite and valid when is what we'll be using. And currently here, valid when is what we are required to use as an association. That is, whenever we are trying to connect two different objects. So here, business unit division or division department, like the two different objects when you are trying to associate, valid when is what is required to be used. As also the meaning says, only when here in employee record level, you see, only when business unit is there, the division is valid. Only when division is there, department is valid. If you say there is no business unit, divisions level, it says no data. So only when the first one is valid, then the second one is there. So that is what this valid when means basically when you're defining this association. So whenever we are using the configuration of association at foundation objects level, which is division, department, business unit, whatever objects you are connecting, because they are different objects. So here we are required to use valid when. Composite is an association that we will be using in the further sessions that we'll be seeing the example of it. That will be used when you're trying to connect two objects of a similar nature. Here division is something different, department is a different, business unit is different, with the division is different. They are all completely different structures, different objects. But then valid when is used. When we are using associations to connect similar natured objects, then we use composite. So for that also example we'll see in the next week.
Suresh, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
I mean, we are using bottom to top relationship because we are
Absolutely.
associating business unit to the department or to the division.
That is how it happens every time. So whenever you're connecting two layers, bottom layer level is what you do its association definition with the parent layer. That's the next point I'm about to say. Whenever you're trying to connect two layers, now I'm just showing business unit and division, connection of between business unit and division. So I came to the division object level and I'm linking it with its parent as a business unit here. Because end of the day on the screen for me, when I'm creating a division, on the division screen at the bottom I need its parent. I create the division and I also, before saving this division, I have to choose under which business unit this division should fall. On the division screen it has to come. So on the division screen, if business unit has to come, in the division object level only I have to connect with its parent. So that is where I went to the division object, which is the child object, and I connected it with its parent. So every time whenever you are required to connect two layers, you will go to the bottom layer, connect it with its parent, bottom up. Okay. So this is how we have made the association with just 4 parameters. You can give the name of your association. So here they have given it as 2 business unit. Even if you give ABCD, XYZ, blah, blah, whatever, it will take. Okay, whatever, it's a free text field to name. You can give some name to this association. When you connect these 2 layers, what do you call that? It's 2 business unit is what they have given. And multiplicity, the only choice we have whenever we are working on associations is to use one-to-many, and destination object with which object as a parent you want to connect. And when you are working on associations at the foundation objects, valid when is the one that we use. Whenever we are connecting with 2 different objects, valid when is supposed to be used. With these 4 parameters you being set, automatically on the division screen, system is bringing up the business unit object and in the business units, whatever are already created, the existing business units in the system, they all will automatically come here. So for every division you create, department has to be selected as a parent. Similarly, department level. Finally, when I'm creating a department, the just now created divisions are to be connected here as a parent. So don't bother about legal entity as of now. So division. For department level, division is the parent for me. Okay, so this division, how it is connected is here. When I go to the object definition of department, so on the department screen, there are some fields coming. So obviously I have to go to the department object. Here in this department object definition level, what all screen fields are going to appear here? Here, scrolling down under the field section, all that non-MDF fields, anything which is other than the MDF system fields, although those will appear on the front end. The code of the department, name of the department, description, status, all these fields. Along with that, here on the department screen, along with these department related fields, you also have the division as a parent that system is asking. That is where here when you go for this, scrolling down, you have an association to its division. The department is connected with division with same one-to-many, and that is division is the parent object and valid when is the association type. So whenever you're connecting your current layer with your parent layer, so this is when valid when is what you're going to use. So any two objects that you are connecting, guys, every time you are required to go to the child layer and connect it with its parent layer. That is what we call them as a valid when association. So this way, whenever you associate these things, finally on the screen, the place where departments are created, system will ask you for a division as a parent to be linked. Similarly, when I'm creating division, system will ask me for a business unit as a parent. When I'm creating business unit, if configured, system can ask me the legal entity. In this system, it is given an exception that is not configured, so no legal entity is being asked. So there is no relationship between legal entity and business unit. They are plain independent drop-down values. So this is how we establish the link between the different layers using the concept of associations that will be performed at the objects level. The place where this object is actually present, in that objects level, whenever you want to connect two different objects, go to the child level object and link it with its parent. Okay, and association definition is only these four fields: giving name of an association, multiplicity as one-to-many the only choice, to which object as a parent you are connecting, with valid one. Simple. Okay, any questions still here? Do not bother about other thing, why is legal entity and all, do not worry, that's the next level. So first, this is what first level you have to understand. So
Suresh, I have
yeah,
a question. You chose custom association, right? So why do we have to take a custom association? Why we cannot choose a standard one?
no, can you come again with your question? Where did I choose a custom association?
No, why? Why would you choose a custom association? There would be standard SF associations, correct?
That's what I'm saying. It will not be there. That's my first point. I told you anything will be independent. It will not ask you any association. First, in a fresh customer system, every object is independent. There is no connectivity. Okay, you are required to establish the connectivity. SF will not give you any standard linkage. Say example, tomorrow customer says, I don't have a concept called division. Directly after business unit, I have department only. Then the consultant is required to connect department and business unit in that customer system. Okay, so that's why they don't give you the association established. They give you 4 layers. Which layers you want to use, which you don't want to use, you take a call based on your requirement gathering with the customer, and you establish the connectivity with the layers. If I don't want division, these business unit and department has to be connected. If a customer says I don't have business unit concept, directly legal entity to division has to be connected, then division to department as usual. Like that, which layers to be used, which are not required, is where we will decide when we discuss with the customer. Then those layers only we are required to connect and use. So SF will not standard give you an association between the layers. Okay.
Okay, yeah, got it. Sorry, I missed the first 10 minutes. Sorry about that.
No problem. No problem. So this is the way we have business unit as an independent one. This is how actually the fresh customer system actually looks like. So when you see this in this way, so then even say not only business unit, division also. On the day one, when you go for division object, only these fields what are in the center of the screen will appear. This will not be there. On a department level also, only departments fields will come. Only these set of fields. This division association will not come on the left hand bottom. Only when you start linking that layers using this concept of association in the configure object definition level, then only that will appear on the manage data screen, so that whenever you are creating one layer item, it will ask it to link it with its parent layer item, department to its division, division to its business unit, that way. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Okay. So after this, one more thing is, now whatever we have done, we are doing it at a MDF objects level. So that is in the configure object definition level you are doing. So the output of it is reflecting here in the manage data. Okay, these are both MDF related things. This is MDF definition place, this is the MDF data creation place. Those two are in connection, that is fine. But how is that reflecting here in the employee data portlet level? How the division business unit, how the business unit division department, these fields level, how is this relationship working? Is that so association whatever we saw till now is only 50%. The rest 50% is to be done in the portlet level also, in this job information portlet. This org information fields, job information fields, all these fields I told you these are part of job information, right? Just now in the starting of the session. So there is also a configuration that you are required to do in the job information portlet in the manage business configuration. So that is here the rest of the 50% here in the business configuration. Go to the job info portlet. So here in this job information portlet also you have these fields, company, business unit, division, department, location, all these fields. Now we have seen an association between business unit, division, department in the objects level. If that association done at the objects level, if it has to even reflect here in the employee portlet level fields, this is just a field, guys, just a field called division with the label as division it is given. Okay, here even if I change the label to XYZ blah blah whatever it will take. How system is actually referring this thing with that field in the object definition level, how is that connecting is, that is here we are required to give a reference of that association here in the field level. Whatever association you have defined there, the reference of that you are required to give here in the fields level. That is, now if you want to connect business unit and division, here also go to the child level division. Child level division you go, that is where you are required to go is in this division object on the extreme right, you have these details. When you click on details, we know that we'll have some attributes like the label, mandatory or not, and you have a visibility related attribute, masking of data yes or no, maximum length of the field. These attributes we can handle in for each and every field when we come to these details, that we know. But scrolling down further, we also have an area called field criteria. Here you are required to link this field with your parent field. So this division, you are currently in the division field related details. Division is the child level. You are required to link it with its parent as business unit. So here whatever business unit you are entering is the technical field name. As it is, whatever is the field name of the business unit field, as it is, you are required to give it. It is even case sensitive. That is, so now here if you see, if business unit and division is to be connected, whatever is the business unit name, copy it as it is, go to the child level division and link it with that division child level field, linking with its parent business unit. On the left hand side you are required to give this, and here on the right hand side you are required to give the association reference. So whatever is association that you have defined between these two objects, that is division and business unit level. So go to the division. When you are connecting this child division to its parent business unit, whatever is the association, that name that you have given here, that name as it is, you give ABCD XYZ whatever 1 2 3 4 anything, it's a free text field, whatever you give as it is, you copy paste it here. The association name is to be copy pasted into the business configuration level here on the right hand side. cust underscore to business unit is the association name, followed by dot internal ID. Association name dot internal ID is what we are required to give. What is this internal ID is, whenever I am creating data, whenever I am creating one division and linking with its one particular business unit. So I create 10 divisions. For every division I am linking it with some of the parent business unit. For that linking that I am doing, internally system is generating one ID, guys. Every division has one code, every business unit has one code. Say example, division code is D1. Business unit code is B1, example B1. So this D1 division connecting to business unit B1, internally there will be one combination reference number generated in the system, which will not appear on the front end. Similarly, D2 division is connected to some B2 business unit. For that combination also one reference number will be generated back end. That is where that will be stored in the MDF object definition level. For this division field object definition level, there is a field called internal ID here. In that field, that internal reference number will be stored, that will never appear on the front end. This is the one. So the name of the association dot internal ID is what we are required to give here in the portlet level. Okay, so that is also simplest way, where what layers you are trying to connect, go to the child layer of it, copy the parent layer field, the technical field as it is, go to the child level object, and in the field criteria, in these details under field criteria, give the parent field as it is, copy paste. On the right hand side, give the association name for connecting these two layers, whatever is association name that you have given in the MDF level, copy paste that. Dot internal ID is what we are required to give. That will, with that, system will be basically able to connect these two fields such that finally on the employee data recording screens, that is on the people profile level, between business unit and division, the relationship got established. Only when you select a business unit, system will show you some divisions in the drop down, else no data. If you choose business unit, now it is showing the actual values connected with that. So this is how business unit, the business configuration level also, we are required to do this setup, guys. I'll even say the same thing along with the example of division and department also. Between division and department also, department is a child level object. Go to that. In that, on the left hand side, maintain the parent field name, that is the division as a field. And on the right hand side, between department and division, whatever is association that you have given, that association name dot internal ID. Same thing that has been done. So this way you can connect every layer with its parent, both at the foundation object level and also in the finally to reflect that on the employee data portlet level in the business configuration, that is through succession data model also, we are required to update this. So with these two things being done, 50% there, 50% here, the association will be done. With these all the standard foundation objects, legal entities, business units, divisions, departments, using the system already existing objects. In the system, whatever are the existing objects, with these, we are able to connect this org structure. Okay. Any questions still here?
Yes, Suresh, Rupa here.
Yeah, Rupa.
This association we saw one-to-one division and department ka. So can we have multiple, like can we add in this field criteria one more division down?
One more division means?
In the screen, I'm seeing division, customer to division and internal number. No, in the earlier screen.
So here, if you want to have one department connected with multiple divisions, you can. That is why we have kept it as one to many.
Okay.
One department.
And how is it? We need to keep on adding.
Sorry?
We need to keep on adding here, right? And then going and then associating it, right?
See, one department with one division is a default thing that any customer would require. If a customer has necessity of connecting one division with multiple business units, then only you are required to connect two. So for these two divisions, it's only one association. It's only one parent. But for this division, this side one business unit, this side other business unit, both are connected. That is where by default we keep it as many. Wherever you have only one relationship required, only may link it with only one division. If you want to link it 2 also, 3 also, it's up to you. It depends upon the company structure requirement. Okay.
Okay. Now, एक minute. Just a minute. The way you have added over, the way you have added over here, division of corporate services and development. So this development that is coming from the association, right?
Exactly, because I have associated this division object. Previously in the division object, whatever are the values I have already created, divisions, list of divisions, all that are coming here. Whichever I want to link it, I can. So every layer,
Fine,
so
fine.
end of the set up the system, you start creating the data here. So how many companies are there? How many business units are there? How many divisions are there? You keep creating all that. By the time you come to the department creation, you would have already created all the divisions. 6 divisions are already created. Now when I create department A, this department A should be part of division A or division B or division C. All the drop downs will come. List of divisions I am required to connect with its parent. Okay.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, got it. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Any others, guys? Okay. So here what we saw is association between all these 4 layers. Where?
One question, Jitu here.
Yeah, Jitendra, go ahead.
Just a quick question. So, like, everything, like what you're teaching, okay, it's remembering everything so quickly will take some time. So, what's the formula that or advice that you have for us? Because there are a lot of things that we're doing in every session and interesting ones, but remembering everything is going to be a little difficult.
That's what the documentation, that's what now in this association related documentation, the step-by-step configuration, whatever I'm showing you, you will get the relevant document for that. So in your login ID, you can practice the same. That is what
Perfect.
it's
Thank you.
first place where I can same school here. It's the same school. Okay, teacher will explain once in the academic year. That is where we practice and we do a lot of revisions for different rounds. That same thing here. It's nothing. Okay. So even if you have a question tomorrow, I'll again repeat it. Okay. And once after 2 weeks, if you want to repeat anything, also we'll repeat it definitely. Where at the end of the session, we'll spend 10 more minutes and again repeat something. That's not a problem. Okay.
Okay.
Because first time I have to cover end to end. First point. This thing tomorrow, if you want me to repeat, I'll repeat. Here itself, if you are breaking with anything, we can't continue. That's why I try to keep one topic under this 60 minutes of a session end to end. So once you get a foundational understanding, or we can repeat it, no problem. I'm here for you guys. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. So that is the way where we connected these 4 layers, guys, where with all these 4 layers, what we have seen this association is totally MDF based foundation objects. All these are blue colored MDF based foundation objects. So parent and child both are present in the configure object definition level. Both parent and child are present in configure object definition. In this structure, I also kept legal entity and yeah, please.
Yeah, that PowerPoint you just now showed. So we are talking about MDF association, right?
Yeah, currently what we have found association at the MDF objects level.
So is there any chance that we need to associate blue with orange?
That's what I'm saying.
Say, look.
That is what I've started. Location is a corporate data model object, normal foundation object. Now I started into that. Okay, I'll cover everything, guys. Don't worry. So legal entity and location is the next if I want to do an association. This is also expected. What is an association between legal entity and location is, say example, legal entity is called Best Run India. For example, Coca-Cola India, Coca-Cola US, Coca-Cola Australia. Like that, if we are having multiple legal entities, multiple group companies, every legal entity is a company. Okay, Coca-Cola India, Coca-Cola US, Coca-Cola Australia, like that. Tomorrow, this company is having 4 locations in India. They have it in Bangalore, they have it in Mumbai, Delhi, Noida, and they have it somewhere in Trivandrum. 4 locations in India. Sydney, they have 3 locations. In US, they have 6 locations. So total 6 plus 4 plus 3, total 13 locations across the globe. If this company is having their offices, manufacturing plants, warehouses, whatever. in 13 houses, in 13 locations they have. Now, when I'm hiring an employee against India business, Coca-Cola India, should that display in the list, in the locations list all the 13 locations across the globe? Not required. When I'm hiring against India specific locations, if they are appearing of that 4 locations what are in India, that is enough. That is why we are required to have an association between legal entity and location also. That is, now these two, if I am going to connect legal entity and location level, obviously location is a child object. Every time legal entity is the root top of the place, so there is no competition for it. So between legal entity and location, obviously location is a child. The way whenever I'm creating business unit and division, on the division screen I connected with business unit. Division and department, on the department screen I connected with the division. That is, here when I'm creating a division, on the division screen business unit parent is connected. Similarly, when a department is created, on the department screen the parent division is connected. Similarly, if it is a legal entity and location, in the location screen bottom level object, location level I am required to link it with its parent legal entity. So where do I create the locations, guys? Anyone? Where can I create a location in SuccessFactors?
CDM?
It will be in manage org and position and job.
Yeah.
One second. Let me open that Excel sheet. I just closed it. Where's that? Where is that?
Manage organization based on.
Yeah, exactly. Manage org job pay structures. Excellent. Just give me a moment. Let me open this section sheet as well for everybody's reference. That is the importance of this Excel sheet that has been circulated to all of you guys. So here we are. So when I asked you location, here is a location is an example under foundation object. So foundation object, where can we create them? Create, I'm asking. Create means manage org job pay structures. I can create a location. Delhi as a location, Mumbai as a location is there in this screen. I can create. Corporate data model is the screen definition. When I'm creating a location on the screen, what all field should come is what it is. This is saying. Now, what for my question of where to create a location, this is the answer. Manage org job pay structure. The way in manage data, you are able to create these business units, divisions, departments, and all. So for locations creation, which is an corporate data model level normal foundation object, you will go for this org pay job structures. Manage org pay job structures. In the manage org job pay structures, on the left hand side, existing whatever are the locations already available, that will appear. So this is the place where I can see the existing locations with all these fields. If I want to create a new location, I'll go to the right hand side, of course. Here on the right hand side, create new level, I go for searching location. Create a location, it will start. But here if you clearly see, location is connected with a legal entity. Say if I choose Indian location, there is a location called Bangalore. Bangalore, I guess it's given as Bangalore, I guess. Yeah. So Bangalore as a location, it is connected with the India business. Legal entity is Western India. If I give location as Sydney, it is connected with Australia business, Western Australia. Like this, every location is connected with its parent as a legal entity here. That is how this works here. So tomorrow when I'm hiring against Australia, the locations, whichever locations are connected with Australia business. So Melbourne can be connected with Australia business. The Sydney is connected with Australia business. Like that, some other cities of Australia will be connected with legal entity of Australia. Okay. So that way, now how association defined? Location and legal entity, how is this defined is, again same principle. When two objects are connected, you are required to go to the child level object and link with its parent. Among these two, which is the child object, guys? Among location and legal entity, which is the child level object? Among legal entity and location, which is the child object among these two?
Location.
Yes, location is a child object. Now, if you are required to configure the association, the place where the location object is defined, there you are required to go. That is what we have done in the MDF objects. When I am connecting division and business unit, okay, between these two, division is the child object. So division object level definition, I went here in the division object, I connected with its parent called business unit. So similarly, now if you are required to connect legal entity and location, go to the child level object. Where is the location object defined, guys? Location objects definition, where can I find?
CDM.
Yes. So location is a orange colored object, which is still in the corporate data model. It did not come to the front end. So the definition of that location field is found in the corporate data model. Here we don't have a front end version for corporate data model. Here in the location object level, on the location screen, what all fields are seen on the front end, they are defined here. So these are all the fields, location object related, all the fields, code of the location, name of the location, description, status, time zone of the location, all these fields. So after the fields in the MDF objects level also, first fields are defined. Division object level, what all fields are there? Fields are defined. Once the fields are done, at the bottom association is defined. Similar way in the corporate data model or level also, first all the fields will be defined, the location object level fields, and at the bottom, if I do a Control F search, here at the bottom, before the completion of the division location coding. So till here it is a location object coding. Before completion of it, here association section is defined, where the way how in the front end in the MDF object level, when you are defining an association, you are maintaining four things. That is the name of the association, multiplicity as one-to-one or one-to-many, destination object, and valid when. Four things you are maintaining. Here on the front end in the XML level also, it's the similar way, four things, where you are required to give the ID of the association. Here they call it as ID. Instead of name, they call it as ID. So, and this ID is also being given only for syntactical purpose. Okay, even if you repeat the same ID multiple times, like ID also, it doesn't throw any error. Just for a syntactical purpose, it is being maintained. System will not do any validation on it. So there are two associations defined here, but both of them same ID is given, no problem. And here the second one is our association, legal entity, location. This is a location object on the top. This is connected with the legal entity. So for that, one-to-many is the association that is used. Destination entity, destination as legal entity, and here we don't have the type attribute. Valid when, composite and all is not applicable in the corporate data model side. Here it is. The required is true or false. Is that association mandatory or non-mandatory? Required equal to true or false is what that is defined. That's it. These are the four attributes. ID you can give anything. Multiplicity as per your requirement as one-to-one or one-to-many, and destination entity with what parent object you are going to connect, and required equal to true or false. This is what you are required to maintain. So this way when you do, so on the location screen, legal entity field is coming as an association value. So here I am going to, when I'm creating a location, legal entity is coming. Even if I create a new location, legal entity will come here. Legal entity system will ask me. So I can associate whatever this legal entity belongs to India business, or it belongs to some Brazil business, Indonesia business, Sri Lanka business, whatever, I can link it with that particular legal entity. That way the association is given. But the point here is I am explaining you how is this association is actually looking like, but you need not come here and do this association in the XML level. So legal entity and location is a minimum expected association, and that will be pre-delivered in the system. That too, it is because a corporate data model, they already pre-deliver it. You didn't, they don't give us this pain of doing the coding. They already pre-deliver these two lines of association coding, where every 99.99% every customer level, legal entity and location association is a bare minimum required one. Okay, no customer will say no to it. If you are saying no, then you just remove this line of code. You have nothing new to do a coding here. Remove this line of code, the legal entity and location association is lost. So they don't give us any situation where we are required to write a new line of code. They already kept this coding available in the standard corporate data model, what you download from the help.sap.com, and you upload it as it is into the customer's provisioning system. Automatically on the day one itself, when you go to this location object, you will start seeing legal entity as an association coming here already. It's not that we as a consultant go and do, it's already coming up automatically. So that is the association between the MDF foundation objects and the normal foundation object in the corporate data model. These two are also connected, okay, which is pre-delivered. And one more thing, whenever I'm creating a location, here at the last field you have a geozone field, guys, geographical zone. So geographical zone is not a normal field. Geographical zone, every location is a geographical zone, where that is also one of the foundation object. Here we have geozone as an object, a foundation object. So the different geographical zones that the company would require, we can create. Where geographical zone is a concept that 99% no customer will time until and unless they have compensation management module. Okay, in EC it is just for data recording, so that will actually have its purpose in the compensation management module. For EC we don't have any purpose for this, only to understand whether the employee is working in an urban location or a suburban location, metro or a non-metro location. Like that we will have these different kinds of geographical zones. Actually, USA metro, USA urban, USA suburban, all the locations will be divided into different zones. Okay, so this geographical zone is also one of the foundation object, which is again MDF, which is again from the corporate data model. So whenever I'm creating a location, in this org job page structure, I can connect this location with its geographical zone. So I open a location once again. So any location you pick, it is basically connected with one geographical zone here in this demo system already. This tagging is not a mandatory, guys, if they want to use it. So some companies use geographical zone as a country. Any locations of India are grouped under India geographical zone. Any locations of US under US geographical zone, like that. Or in India, metro cities, non-metro cities, if they want to divide, it's up to them. Okay, so geographical zone is one, which is also a foundation object. That means both are foundation object from the corporate data model. You go to this coding in the corporate data model level, geographical zone is also an object here itself, location is also an object here itself. Here we are connecting non-MDF to non-MDF. Both are non-MDF objects. Both are from the corporate data model. None of them is MDF. So here you are connecting the location with its one more association object as geographical zone as well, geozone. But whereas it is given as 1-to-1 by SAP by default, that is one location can be as one geographical zone at a time. You can't say one location both metro non-metro, both urban suburban, both rural non-rural. You can't say one location. You can't say one location to be part of two different geographical zones. It can be one at a time. So by default they have given it as 1-to-1. So 1-to-1 associations will come as a drop down like this. They don't come to the left hand of the screen on the normal along with the regular fields. They come as a drop down. I can't select more than one here. Any one only I can select in a drop down. So that is how the front end UI of 1-to-1 associations will be seen, where this is the only standard by default given 1-to-1 association in SFEC BC. Rest all are one-to-many. That too, this is the one-to-many what SF standard has delivered. Rest anything we configure. We configure between business unit, legal entity, division, business unit, department, division, all that we configure. The only choice we have there is to use one-to-many. We can't use 1-to-1 custom. That's a prerequisite that SF has asked the consultants to follow. But SF standard given one, there is one 1-to-1 also, which is location and geozone. So when 1-to-1 is there on the front end, you see this along with the regular fields that are also will mix up, and that will come as a normal drop down. So here, location to Zero Zone is a non-MDF to non-MDF. Location to legal entity is a non-MDF to MDF. Business unit, division, division, department, all that are MDF to MDF. All ways of associations can be configured, guys. It's all about when the customer wants to connect two layers, what is the child layer? That is your point. Go to the child layer and connect with its parent. That is a point that you are required to remember. Okay. So anything that is to be defined at the corporate data model level, something expected requirements that would come, SF as standard delivered. MDF related things is what SF will not deliver anything. It will ask us to configure based on your requirement. Here the association section will be left blank initially. We will add this. Okay. Any questions still here? So one question I expect from you guys is, for the MDF level associations, we have done 50% here in the configure object definition level, rest 50% in the business configuration level. This thing also we have done. How about that location legal entity, which is 50% done in the corporate data model, rest 50% here in the business configuration also it has to have it, right? Because when I'm hiring an employee, based on the company selected, the location drop down should come. This Western company is representing US business, so only US locations are coming in this drop down. Cleveland, Chicago, Boston, Atlanta, only US related are coming. So how are these two fields connected is, obviously in the business configuration level, we will have that association same like these two fields and all are having, but the location level, this thing is again pre-configured. In the standard succession data model coding, already there is an association already defined. The way how it is done is not the same way how we are making between MDF to MDF. Here we are required to give the field name, parent field name. On the right hand side, you are just required to give the object name, legal entity as an object, that's it. Association name dot internal ID, all that stuff is not required, which is already standard pre-delivered. That too, we are not going to add it anything. By the time you upload the succession data model for the first time, this is already loaded with that coding. By the time you come to this field, you already see this is there. That means associations, what we will be working in real time will be MDF related only. Corporate data model dependent things related, that might be in the data model level or in the business configuration level, SF has already kept that setting. Okay, but it is important that we know how is that defined. I am spending this last 15 minutes to show the MD of the corporate data model side also how it works, but it's already done in the real time. We don't do it explicitly. Okay, so that is how every association will have 50% in the object definition or the data model level, balance 50% in the business configuration level to connect the fields level also. Any questions here? Okay, so that way we have association CNET MDF to MDF object, MDF to non-MDF, that is legal entity and location, non-MDF to non-MDF, which is Zero Zone and location. Both are in the corporate data model. Both are non-MDF objects. That way. So all combinations can be seen, guys. So this is the thing which I will again repeat it in the tomorrow session once again. And tomorrow session level we will see one more as custom structure. So using these standard 4 layers which are already there, legal entity, business unit, division, department, location, anything is a standard existing layers. You are just connecting them. Now if a customer says, I want sub business unit, subdivision, sub department, like additional layers altogether, which is not even present in the system, then we are required to first create that object, then associate. So how do we create a new object? Currently, whichever are already there we are using. If I am required to create a new object, and then how far I have to associate with that with the existing objects, how do I do that is what we will see in our tomorrow session. Okay. Any other queries, guys?
Yeah, Shiva.
Yeah, Rupa.
There is no country-specific association, right? Association is always between objects, whether it is foundation object or MDF object, right?
It's all about connecting objects. If you want, you can also have country specific. It's all about we need to have a parent level. So I can show you one example of that as well. Say example, legal entity when I'm creating, I'll have some set of fields on the legal entity screen. Same like on the department screen, I'm getting some fields. Location, sorry, division level, I'm getting some fields and all. Legal entity when I'm creating also, I'll have some set of fields, right? Apart from that,
Right.
if the legal entity, if I'm creating is of Indian business, if the Indian business related, if I'm required to capture something like Indian VAT, this GST number. Okay, previously we used to have VAT number, so tax numbers. If you want to capture that, whenever you're creating Best Run India or Coca-Cola India, Coca-Cola India's GST number, if I have to capture at the bottom, where the GST number as a field should be coming only if the legal entity of India is being created. If I am creating US legal entity, GST number is not applicable there. US business related, some other number might be there. So like that, if I want to have country specific field should come at the bottom, then we can even do that. That will come under composite association. That is where
Oh,
both the are also legal entity fields, bottom other fields what are coming also legal entity fields only, but country specific they are referring. So both are similar object, legal entity with other version of legal entity fields. That is where we use composite. We'll see it in the further examples.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good observation. We have it in our continued flow of sessions. We'll at some point of time when composite related examples I'm discussing, I'll come to that.
Fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fine, guys. For now, so let's again connect back tomorrow same time. We'll recap this and see the association with the custom layers as well. Thank you one and all.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.